Hello friends, and welcome to this devotional series called Prayers from the Throne Room, where we're learning how to view things from heaven's perspective and pray prayers that are built on the altar in the throne room of God. We're also learning to listen and to pray as we're being led by the Holy Spirit to pray. And if it's not necessarily the kind of prayer that you've ever prayed before, I want to say that's okay, because there are new places, there are new opportunities for us to discover in God. And you were born for this kind of prayer. So I'd encourage you, go into your prayer closet, find somewhere where it's just you and the Lord, and dare to follow the Holy Spirit wherever He leads you in prayer. Today we're going to examine the idea that Jesus is victorious. He has absolute supremacy over everybody who opposes Him. Therefore, when Jesus prays, He also decrees victory and has a victorious strategy available for those people who come to Him to ask. Jesus is unfamiliar with loss and defeat. That's not who He is. So when He's praying in the throne room, it's always victorious. But too often our prayers are tainted with a taste of defeat. Too often we voice a sentiment in a place where defeat is unknown and unsavored. It's a bit like being the sad sack downer at the celebration party. And when we're going to pray prayers from the throne room, they should reflect the throne room. Now, we have a tiny view of all the realities that are going on around us. We're like people who are able to see through the tiniest crack in a wall to try and understand a wide panoramic view. All we can tend to do is call out colors and the brightness, but our view from earth is far too tiny for us to have a good understanding of the whole picture. As Paul said in Corinthians 13:12, "For now we see only a reflection as in a mirror, then we shall see face to face. Now I know in part, then I shall be fully known, even as I am fully known. Then I shall know fully." But there is this hope. See, that's the natural man. We can see very little from our vantage point, but we're called to step up into the things of the Spirit. We're called to listen to the voice of the Holy Spirit in our spirit. He can illuminate our hearts. He can open up our viewpoint and guide our reasonings. This is why listening to the Holy Spirit while we're praying is very, very important. In 1 Corinthians 2:9, Paul says, "However, as it is written, no eye has seen, no ear has heard, no mind is conceived, the things that God has prepared for those who love Him." And these things are the things that God has revealed to us by His Spirit. So while people are saying that you cannot, this is mind-blowing, but those mind-blowing things that nobody's even imagined, those are the things that the Holy Spirit wants to reveal to us. The Spirit searches all things, Paul goes on, even the deep things of God. For who can know a person's thought except their own spirit within them? In the same way, no one knows the thoughts of God except the Spirit of God. What we have received is not the spirit of the world, but the Spirit who is from God, so that we may understand what God has freely given us. Why did God give us His Spirit? So that we may understand. This is what we speak, not in words taught by human wisdom, but in words taught by the Spirit, explaining spiritual realities with Spirit-taught words. Now, when we listen, when you listen, if you'll come and say, "Holy Spirit, what do you want me to pray?" you will hear a victorious Redeemer praying winning strategies. Jesus prays and He provides victorious strategies for all people who ask Him. Victory is about us looking to Him. It's about listening to His voice and doing what He says. Victory is His to give, and He loves to share it. Psalm 44. Let me just show you some scriptures. This is all over. I don't put my trust in my bow. My sword doesn't bring my victory, but You, Lord, give us the victory over our enemies. Psalm 149:4. The Lord takes delight in His people. He crowns the humble with victory. Proverbs 21:31. The horse is made ready for the day of battle, but victory rests with the Lord. Now, our faith in Jesus, our looking to Him, is what brings us the victory. It is by faith that we overcome this world. As in 1 John 5:3, John said, "This is love for God, to keep His commands, and His commands are not burdensome. For everyone born of God overcomes this world." This is the victory that has overcome this world, even our faith. Who is it who overcomes the world? Only the one who believes that Jesus is the Son of God. So faith is the starting point of victory. Faith in Jesus the Christ is the beginning of our victory. And when you believed in him, as you look to Jesus, as you come into this throne room where he is fully victorious, if you'll let the Holy Spirit whisper to you, you'll begin to pray in that same spirit of victory. So I dare you to come today, when you come for your prayer time, to this place of celebration and listen for victory. Make victory your expectancy bias. You'll be amazed at the avalanche of instructions that come your way to prosper you today. We miss you, think of you all the time, pray for you every day. Can't wait to get back together again. God bless you.